All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome into the Chiefs Zone podcast. I am Farzin Vasugian. We are here to recap a win that ended with a brawl. It turned into a UFC fight at the end there. I guess sometimes when things don't go your way, you're just going to be salty. You're just going to be completely salty. But hey, listen, for all you people who got on Patrick Mahomes a couple of years ago when he was upset, and I criticized the Chiefs for their post-game comments about officiating, all that, because you guys know me, I don't criticize. Well, I take that. I do criticize officials, but I don't ever say they are the sole reason for a win or a loss. They're just not. And I thought Mahomes and Reed deserve criticism for that, especially with the way Mahomes acted after the game. Mahomes never punched anyone in the face after that. So for all you Chiefs haters, you got Chiefs hate syndrome, all that stuff, I better hear the same energy here for Brian Branch. That dude just straight up refused to shake Patrick's hand and then went and slapped Juju for no reason. And they mentioned on the NBC broadcast, he'd already been fined 3 times this year. So there you have it. Let's see if people are going to bring the same energy. I guarantee you they won't. If they do, I'll delete all of my social media. This will be the last time you ever hear me on the podcast. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, people hate winners. People hate winners. They only want to jump on winners when they do these kinds of things. Funny. Real funny how that works. Salt is bad for you. It depends on what you're putting it on. But yeah, it's not a good look when you're a football player. I'll tell you that much. By the way, I have a huge complaint. It's not a complaint, but I see athletes, football players specifically, that do this. Why are you hitting someone else's helmet? I mean, listen, I'm not sitting here saying he got a boo-boo on his hand. But isn't hitting or punching someone's helmet the dumbest thing you can do as a football player? Seriously, like what benefit do you get from hitting someone in the helmet? You're doing more damage to yourself than you are to the player. Seriously, you're an idiot if you do that. Oh, they're showing Andy Reid in the locker room. Who is that? Is that Jalen Moore in the middle? It is. For a second, I thought it was Josh Simmons. I thought he came back, but we'll see what happens there. Listen, I know you guys have a lot on your minds. Some good, some bad. Listen, the Chiefs won, so let's go over the positives here. I felt like Kansas City did a great job pulling away in the second half. This wasn't a blowout by all means. To me, I think if you're going to call a game a blowout, it has to be a 3-possession game. It never was a 3-score game at any point this game. However, Kansas City pulled away to the point to where Detroit had to abandon the running game. Jahmyr Gibbs had about 50-some rushing yards at halftime. He finished with 65 and finished with less than 4 yards a carry. David Montgomery did not get a rush in the second half. The Lions were down by 10 in the third quarter, and they were still running the ball, which I thought was a good idea because Amon-Ra St. Brown had a really quiet game today. 9 catches, 45 yards. If you told me Amon-Ra St. Brown was going to have 9 catches, I would have said guaranteed he burned the Chiefs defense. No, those were all short underneath passes. Kansas City took away a lot of the deep plays that Jared Goff really wanted. Unfortunately, that allowed for a lot of those open receivers underneath to get some yak in this game, and I thought that was going to help Detroit get back into this, but Kansas City held their own in this game. They only allowed 1 touchdown in the second half. 2 in the whole game. Got off to a little bit of a slow start here, but Kansas City got it together. The defense has turned into a bend, don't break style defense recently. We've seen a lot of different performances from the defense this season. And I think in general, this Chiefs defense, I think they're still figuring some things out. As much as I hate to say it, because we have seen a very different look stylistically from the defense in 3 games, performance-wise. But they're getting better, I feel like. I feel like today, by far the best game the Chiefs have played this year. Forget about the Ravens game. They were banged up. And listen, Detroit was banged up too. But let's be real. Kansas City was missing players too. They don't have Rashee Rice, who, by the way, is back. Rashee Rice is back for the first time in more than a year. He is back. And that is something Kansas City really needs. You think this Chiefs offense is improving now? Wait till Rice gets back. I mean, look at Kansas City the last 3 games with Xavier Worthy back. What do they score against Baltimore? 37. What do they score against Jacksonville? 28 and 30 tonight. They're averaging almost more than 31 points a game. Way better than what we saw the first 3 games for Kansas City. So it definitely helps having your players with you. Hollywood Brown missed a majority of last season. Rashee Rice missed a majority of last season. And we saw what Hollywood Brown can do for you. And I know Tyquan Thornton, he did not get targeted in this game, which was unfortunate because I was hoping to see him get more involved. But they got Rashard Smith involved. Noah Gray was involved in this one, both as a pass catcher a little bit and also as a blocker in this game. Some interesting decisions with him as a blocker for sure, but nonetheless, he was involved in this game. The Chiefs are getting a lot of different guys. Jared Goff, who leads the league in touchdown passes, he completed a pass to 5 different receivers in this game for 203 yards. Patrick Mahomes completed a pass to 8 different pass catchers. So I just feel like, oh, by the way, I take that back. It was 4 different pass catchers. He threw a pass to, he did complete a pass to Jahmyr Gibbs, but it was for no yards. So I take that. It was 5 different pass catchers. But I think in general, the Chiefs, they're playing much better football. This is a Chiefs team that's picking it up. Last year, we talked about, they mentioned this on the broadcast, and Chris Collinsworth said, the buzz with Rashee Rice coming back and the way they're improving offensively, they feel better about this team right now than they did last year when they started 9-0 and won 15 games last season. So this Chiefs football team, they're playing way better. And by the way, if you guys want to call in, the link is right there. We're going to continue to comment with those throughout the night. So comment below, chat it up with me. Some of you guys I know might be late for you guys, so maybe you guys got to keep it quiet, can't call in. I understand sometimes that's how these late post-game shows work, but hey, that's out of our control. We're still going to be here. We'll read your comments throughout the night. If I'm not reading your guys' comments, please keep commenting. We'll get to those later on. I'm just getting my thoughts out of the way for now, but I feel like when you look at this Chiefs football team right now, and they mentioned this on the broadcast, Rice is coming back. The Chiefs are averaging 31 points a game in the last 3 games. Wait till Rice is now part of that offensive unit. We're going to finally get Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown at the same time. We only saw that one snap. That was last year in the preseason, the very first preseason snap for the Chiefs. This has been advertised for more than a year. That trio's been advertised for more than a year. We're finally getting it. Hell yeah. So if you're looking at this Chiefs team right now, which by the way was without Rice and unexpectedly today, look, I know you guys can see. Hold on, I can't show the whole video here, but if I can maybe just get that part to come out, because Andy Reid does not do this. I can show a screenshot. I can't show the video. I don't know what's being asked, but look at him. Look how happy he is. Happy coach, happy team. That's what we want, right? Remember the first 3 games, even in one of the games they won, we see the sideline, the arguing, all this shit. And now we're seeing this team play like a team. Oh, Kay just commented. Great comment by Kay. We are worthy of some brown rice. Guys, I was trying to get that brown rice trending, and I was so mad because I did not think we'd ever get that. We're getting brown rice. We are getting brown rice in Kansas City. Let me just quickly I see a lot of you guys are calling in, waiting on hold. TJ, Chris, Daniel, I see you guys. I'll get to you guys shortly. If you guys also call in, if you're not calling in yet, I just ask for your patience because I'm sure there are going to be a lot of thoughts as we go on throughout the night. I do have the link for you guys to call in the comments. Just click it, turn on your audio, your video, put in your name, and I'll get to you guys shortly. Defensively, Thought they got off to a slow start, but I thought they got better as the game went on. The 4-man rush is still an issue, especially trying to bring down quarterbacks. That's something they've got to work on. The running game could use some improvement as well. Special teams. I mentioned this at halftime. I don't know what's going on with Harrison Butker, but something needs to be done about it. I don't know what the solution is. Are they going to have to bring in someone? Because they can't just cut him. He's got even for a kicker, he's got a little bit of a hefty contract there attached to him. So I'm not quite sure what the solution is. But I told you guys 2 weeks ago that if this continues, I'm just going to have to be straight up honest and tell you this is an issue. Well, it's 2 weeks later and this is continuing. This is an issue. I know he made the rest of his field goals and PATs in this game, but that PAT miss was the worst of the season. And I went back and they did not replay show a replay of the close-up of the hold because I really wanted to see the hold. Because I thought there was no way Butker was going to miss that badly. He missed the net. The snap was fine. The hold looked okay, unless Butker was kicking into the laces that I just couldn't see it. That was his worst miss of the season. Every game, it's something. I don't know what it is. Juju's nose is busted up. Is that what Andy Reid just said? Dude, that guy, he's getting... Brian Branch is getting suspended and he's getting fined. Didn't they say on the broadcast he's already been fined 3 times this season? Yeah, good on you. Not only did you lose and you lost by 2 scores, you made a fool of yourself. Congratulations. Good job. Leave Harrison alone. Dude, SP 111173, you got enough ones there? I mean, come on. He's missed a kick every game. Last game he didn't miss per se, but he had a kick go out of bounds. Like, come on, we gotta be completely honest here. All right, enough of me. A lot of you guys are waiting patiently. Hitting leadoff tonight is TJ. TJ, you are on the Chiefs Zone podcast. How are you, sir?
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, buddy. What's on your mind?
It was a great win. I'm just glad that everybody, like the offense, started to come together. Shout out to Jalen Moore. Yeah, I thought he played good tonight. There was a couple of pressures, but it was a tough task going against Hayden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
But I think the negatives, I don't know if you watched The Last Dance with Michael Jordan, but I think Butker needs to pull a Dennis Rodman and go to Vegas for a week or something and clear his head.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the team's coming together, and I just, they got to keep working, and it was happy. I'm glad they got the win, and now 500, and Rice is back, baby.
Yes, Rashee Rice is back. That is what we've been waiting for a long time. It's back. We got the trio finally. TJ, thanks for the phone call. Good thoughts there. I just feel like this offense is about to go to listen, this offense has been good without Rice. They won 15 games last year. Now, I'm not saying that they don't need Rice because, damn it, man, they needed Rice last year. Rice was top 5 in every key receiving category before his injury. That dude looked like he was going to have an all-pro season. Now that he's back, and I'm telling you, I've said this before, I thought in training camp, he looked the best out of anybody for the Chiefs. And he looked like he was having a lot of fun there too. Signing more autographs than anyone I saw in the 9 or 10 practices I went to. So him coming back, that is a big, big step for the Chiefs and trying to turn their season around and go above 500 for the first time this year. And who's the opposing team? Oh, that's right. The Raiders. I would not want to play defense for that football team. I would not want to be that team's defensive coordinator. Chris, you are on the Chiefs Zone podcast. What's up, Chris?
Not much. How you doing, brother?
Good, man. What's on your mind?
Well, a couple things I want to talk about. First of all, we had no penalties tonight. I cannot believe that whatsoever.
Hell yeah.
And second of all, we have just put, I don't give a shit what anybody says. We have just put the entire NFL on notice. We are back, and our offense next week is about to unleash absolute hell.
On the Raiders of all teams. That's what I love.
Yes, sir. We are about to whoop ass, and I'm calling it right now, Farzine. We are going on a winning streak.
Dude, I think it's starting. Listen, this is the first of a 3-game homestand. They've got a chance to really make things work this season before that bye week. Because if you can win these 3 games, you got Buffalo on the road. That's going to be a tough one. Although people have their questions about Buffalo, then you have the bye. Kansas City's got a really good opportunity to finish above 500 going into the bye.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, and a lot of fans are going to call me crazy. At this point, I'm not even worried about Buffalo anymore. After what we did tonight, we just held the best offense in the NFL to 17 points.
You know what? And I appreciate the call, Chris. Some good thoughts there. That's a really good point. I disagree a little bit about the Buffalo comment. I want to see one more game to see how they're going to respond. But yeah, I mean, didn't the Chiefs defense was far from perfect in this game. I mean, we're here complaining a little bit about the front four, but yeah, he is right. That's a great point. I didn't even think of that. The number one scoring team in the NFL was held to 17 points. Put Spags in the Hall of Fame, damn it. Daniel's been waiting very patiently. Daniel, you're on the Chiefs Zone podcast. How are you?
I'm doing great. I think we had one penalty. I think Chris Jones got called for offside second.
Yeah, so you are correct, and I saw Bob commented with that as well. They declined it, so technically that does not count against Kansas City, but that is a good call there.
So, but I want to say, we're averaging 30 points the last 3 games for our offense, and we're just about to get, I call him Rice baby, back. So the fact that we, our offense looks great. The defense, I was a little concerned with Chris Jones. I guess it looked like he had an elbow injury, maybe hyperextended his elbow at one play, and then I saw him with the oxygen. So I was like, okay, what is going on? But I'm also grateful that Travis Kelce didn't get hurt on that play when he landed on the top of his head.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When I saw that, I was like, oh boy, right? I didn't. It was glad he was able to recover. But the offense looked great. The defense, it's good. I mean, I can only think it's going to go up from here. I mean, yeah, we play the Raiders. I can't wait. We're gonna get Rice. How long do you think Rice will take to get going? You think it's going to take a couple games?
That's a good question, and I appreciate the call, Daniel. That's a really good question. People have been wondering, is he going to be on any kind of a snap count? Maybe the first quarter of the game. I would expect him to gradually get back into the offense, but I don't think it's going to take him very long, especially against the Raiders team. Yeah, they've got Max Crosby, but we saw today, Aiden Hutchinson, he had a good game, I thought. Hutch, that is. He also cost the Lions with that big penalty there, which is funny. I saw a couple of Lions fans tweeting, "Oh, that's not a penalty. That is textbook roughing the passer." It's funny. I was at the Chiefs Raiders game in Vegas last year. Mahomes got rid of the ball, took 4 steps, and some Raiders player just blasts him to the ground. And this Raiders fan next to me is crying about the official. Like, dude, that is textbook roughing. I mean, some people just have this referee narrative in their heads so hard, like they can't even decipher the truth from fiction. It's funny to me. Metal P is on the Chiefs Zone podcast. What's up, Metal P?
What's up?
Good, man. What's on your mind?
Well, again, this is one of those relieved that the Chiefs won type of games. Whoever either Stephen A. or whoever he was talking with before the game said that if the Chiefs lost tonight, the Mahomes era was over. Someone needs to make him eat his own words because he screwed up big time when he said that.
Yeah, listen, this Chiefs team has been written. They were written off in 2021 with the 3-4 start, and they were written off in March of 22 when they traded Tyreek Hill. They were written off in 23 with the drops. Like, everyone just keeps writing that. Like, this team has earned the benefit of the doubt at this point.
Well, we can even go back further with the Alex Smith period. You remember that season where they were 1-5, and that fifth loss was an embarrassing defeat to the Bengals. And everyone was counting them out, and then they ended up winning the remaining 10 games of the season and got in the playoffs anyway. After everyone said that was done.
Their first playoff win in 22 years, and the odds makers gave the Chiefs a 1.4% chance of making the playoffs that year. Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, a great win, and they do not need a repeat of what happened last week, including Chris Jones needs to not give up on a play just because he watched the quarterback Trevor Lawrence fall and thought that he wasn't going to get in. That's just, there's no excuse for that.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, Metal P. Yeah, that was interesting. I remember the first drive of the game, and I know it was a long 9-10 minute drive. Chris Jones was on his knees during a timeout, gassed out. Like the rest of his teammates were like, come on, man. Just tapping him on the shoulder. I don't know. That was interesting. And listen, I'm not here to question Chris Jones and his toughness for the team, what he does, not at all. But that was an interesting sight for sure. I don't know. That was just odd. By the way, Bob, I'll get to you in a moment here. And if you guys want to call in, the link is right there. We're going to keep commenting with the link throughout the night. Just click on it, turn on your audio, your video, put in your name, and we'll talk like a radio show, like a call-in show. Dan Campbell has commented on Brian Branch's, quote, inexcusable actions after the game. Here's the exact quote that Campbell told the media. I love Brian Branch, but that was inexcusable. It's not going to be accepted here. It's not what we do. It's not what we're about. I apologize to Coach Reed, the Chiefs, and Smith Schuster. That's not okay. That's not what we do here. It's not going to be okay. He knows it. Our team knows it. Okay. At least, someone's going to hold him accountable. I mean, I'm sure the Lions are going to do their thing. The league is definitely going to. I mean, that is a fine and a suspension. Like Patrick Mahomes coming to shake his hand. Okay, if you don't want to shake his hand, whatever. But then you like a sore loser, you just go and sock Juju. And then I did not get to see the rest of the. So hold on. I was literally close to clicking go live as soon as that fight started. I'm like, oh shit, I need to post this. I know there have been like different angles that have been provided. Let me see if I can. Oh, holy shoo. He took Juju's helmet off and is going after Juju on the ground. Pacheco is trying to hold Brian Branch back. Dude, this is not a one game. This is going to be multiple games. This is multiple. That's not a one game suspension. He's literally going after Juju while he's on the ground without his helmet. Like this is, I did not see that. That's my first time seeing that. Someone posted a GIF of Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith. It's actually funny. But yeah, dude, have fun getting suspended. Just hurt your team there. And they're already banged up, especially on defense. So you just did your team the complete opposite of a favor. Antoinette said the police are involved. Are they? I don't think. Listen, I remember the police got involved for the Devontae Adams thing where they charged him for assault. It ended up getting dropped. But that's because that involved a non-player. I don't think the police are getting involved. I could be wrong, but that's just my thoughts. Bob, you've been waiting very patiently. What's on your mind, Bob?
Great win tonight, man. These boys are getting down tonight. First of all, I want to congratulate Pat. He had a great game again. And I tell you, the second half, that run game sealed this game up, man.
Yeah,
And you know what? All three backs contributed in it. Want to compliment the offensive line. They played well, penalty free. And then Jones, he got out there and did his thing tonight a little bit. He ran past him. Did you see that one where he spun him? And then Omenia finished the sack.
Yeah.
See, that's what's been happening to them. Remember, they go by him or something, or they let him go, and then they made big plays on us. That's what happened in Jacksonville game, wasn't it?
Yeah. I remember he was helping create penetration so Omenihu could get to him. Yeah, that was good to see.
And man, them bullets that Patrick was putting down, man. I mean, they was zipping through there. He's still firing the ball, man, just like he always has. So our backfield played well tonight. And then what about Chenault, man?
Yeah.
Great linebacker play out of him tonight. So I think it was a really good team win tonight. I think Ricey's coming back, it's going to be good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about the receivers that this team's going to have, man. It's going to be pretty fabulous. And I don't think we're going to pursue a running back, man. I don't think we need it. I mean, it's like we said a couple of years ago. Patty's the only one. All he does is throw, man. Him and
Yeah.
Reed, they like to throw the ball. We're built for a passing game. But the way these running backs the last 2 weeks have been going, they've really made a contribution to this team, man.
I agree. Yeah.
So-
I think in the second half, you certainly see an improvement from those running backs. So that's good to see.
And a class act on the coach for Detroit, man, for putting out a statement like that, because that's unexcusable. They need to set that guy down for about a half a year, and that will make him wake up. And same way with Butker. He's the highest paid. He can go from being the highest paid to the most fined player on the team. For not making his kicks. I mean,
Wait, you're saying to fine Harrison Butker for not making?
hell yes. For missing their damn kicks, man. I'm sick of watching it. What's going to happen is, damn well as I do, that son bitch is going to cost us a goddamn ball game down the road here, man.
Bob, I appreciate the call. Listen, I don't disagree. Butker has certainly. Bob, I love Bob, man. Okay. Just so everyone knows, the comments of some of the callers do not represent the thoughts of the host of this show. I just want to put that out there right now. But listen, he's not wrong. I mean, Butker's got to clean it up. Every game, it's been something. It's either a missed PAT, a missed field goal, a bad kickoff. Like, it's always something every game. That's gotta get cleaned up. He's right. And I said this at halftime, and I said this on social media. The Chiefs are going to be involved in a lot of close games this year. They're 0-3 in close games this year. All three of their losses are one possession games by a combined 12 points. I mean, they've got to clean that up with Butker. I don't know. Listen, I know the coaching staff, they're saying, no, he's not injured. Then what is it? Because Dave Tobe was saying, oh, it's the connection between the foot and the ball. What? So why is it not being worked on? Dave Tobe's one of the best special teams coordinators in NFL history. Butker was automatic 2 years ago. And even when he came back from his knee surgery, okay, he wasn't, like his 2023 form, but he was still kicking well. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, this guy is inconsistent. I know he's capable of it. And I think that, listen, I know a lot of you guys are telling me that the Chiefs need to bring in a kicker. Some of you guys are suggesting to cut Butker. Let me just say this. They're not cutting Butker. He's the highest paid kicker in the NFL. He's what? About 14 or 15 months into his new contract. He's not getting cut. He's not getting cut. Would they bring in a second kicker? I suppose. Now, you would really need to do some interesting moves with the roster, because first of all, someone's getting demoted with Rashee Rice coming back. Is right? We agree on that. Someone's getting demoted, and I don't know who it's going to be. So when you're looking at Kansas City's roster right now, I would imagine Jason Brownlee is the odd man out. Probably going to go to Kansas City's practice squad unless there's someone that was really impressed with Brownlee from the preseason that they would want him on their team. Now, if you're going to bring in a second kicker, who do you get rid of? I would imagine a tight end is gone. Either Jared Wiley or Robert Tonyan. Maybe Elijah Mitchell. If you're going to bring in a second kicker. You're not cutting Butker for a new one. You're just not. Lyle says, let's go get a retired soccer player like the Cowboys. Is that their kicker is a retired soccer player? Hold on. We do have an update on Juju Smith-Schuster. Let me, you know what? I want to read this with you guys So let me pull up the tweet and try to put it on the screen here. So bear with me one moment. This is just coming out, so I'm trying to set it up on the screen. Let's get the share going. And by the way, if you guys want to call in, click on the link. Let me know your thoughts on tonight's game, as I know there are a lot of reactions. Here's a tweet from Jesse Newell of the Kansas City Star. Of the Athletic, excuse me. Chiefs wide receiver Juju confirmed to me in the locker room that he was bleeding from his nose after an on-the-field scuffle with Lions DB Brian Branch. I know he's a better player than that, a better person. He'll learn from his mistakes. Oh, that's a really classy reply. And listen, Mahomes had a really classy response after the game, too, when he was asked about it on the broadcast. So, call in Morton Anderson. I remember that guy. I don't know, man. Like, you just don't do that. Like, are you pissed you lost? Fine. Just walk away from everyone. Don't even bother talking to the other team. Like, I remember when everyone got on Mahomes a couple of years ago for his behavior after the game against the Bills and the way he interacted with Josh Allen. And Mahomes deserved all the criticism for that. But he didn't go punching or hitting anyone after the game. Like, come on. You can't compare the two incidents, because I've seen a couple people already do that. Yeah, the in between the whistle comment. Yeah, that's what Mahomes was referring to. So, I don't know, man. Do I think Branch will get a final? Oh, 100%. And that's not a one-game suspension. He went after Juju while Juju was on the ground. There's a photo of it from the Associated Press. I don't have permission to share that photo, but I'll let you guys look for it. It's out there. I mean, he is going after Juju while he's on the ground, and Pacheco's holding him back. You can also see James Winchester getting in there, trying to help break that up. Like, that dude, he's getting at least 2 games. And definitely a fine is on the way. And we'll learn about that on Saturday, maybe sooner. Some of these fines get announced on a Saturday, but very rarely, like some of the big incidents, those get announced pretty quickly. So we'll see what happens there. They mentioned on the broadcast he's been fined 3 times already this year, and 7 times last year, or 7 times since last year. I don't know. Maybe I misheard that in the end there, but dude, how do you get fined that many times? Man, it's just poor sportsmanship. Again, say what you want for any Chiefs haters, Chiefs detractors listening and watching. By the way, the link to call in, I just commented again. So if you guys want to call in, click on the link, turn on your audio, your video, put in your name. Let's chat let's chat now rather, and give me your thoughts on tonight's game. Say what you want about what Mahomes said a couple of years ago. He didn't hit anyone. I'm sure he was going after the ref, but he wasn't going to do anything. Like, come on, let's be real. Mahomes was not going to put a hand on the ref. Mahomes is a pretty smart guy. He knows what to do and not do. He wanted to say some things to the official, and I think the players did a favor of holding him back, and because if he got close to him, that probably would have been a suspension. You just never know with the NFL. But Mahomes never hit anyone in that Bills postgame. Brian Branch straight up started a brawl. And listen, what is the unwritten rule in football? You go to war for your brothers. Brian Branch put his teammates in a bad position because when they saw that, some of them just thought it was a straight up fight between a chief and a lion. So his teammates probably got in trying to defend him, not knowing what happened. So not only did you make yourself look bad, you made your teammates look bad when they were coming in your defense, not knowing why there was a brawl in the first place. Terrence is on the Chiefs Zone podcast. What's going on, Terrence?
Farzine, brother, what's going on, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Talk to me.
Hey, man, great win, great win. Real quick, I know a lot of people probably said everything that I'm going to say, but I think that's something that we're kind of forgetting, real quick. And I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but I don't know if a lot of people looked at after the game, after the whole scrum with Brian Branch, and saw Mahomes' face after the game. that motherfucker was mad.
Oh, he was upset. 100%.
He was pissed. I think next week we get scorched earth Mahomes.
Against who, Terrence? Remind us all, would you?
We got the Raiders next week. It's
Yeah, there
Raider
you go.
week. It's Raider week, and he don't need no more motivation than that. But man, I looked at his face, and then apparently Dan Campbell tried to go ahead and try to give him dap, after the game, and he kind of rolled his eyes at him and kind of walked off.
Oh, I did not see that.
Man, yes, I'm telling you, we getting scorched earth Mahomes next week. Book it.
Okay. Love it, Terrence. Thanks for calling in. I'm looking this up right now. Yahoo Sports has Terrence was not lying. I see a photo from Getty Images where Mahomes is giving him the side eye. Is there video anywhere of this? Dude, there's got to be video somewhere. Come on. Okay. Listen, I'm sure TMZ will get video of this because TMZ gets everything these days, right? Like if it wasn't on the broadcast, TMZ will get it because that's TMZ for you. Yeah, man, it's weird. Like you're gonna do that after the game. I mean, listen, the Chiefs have lost in blowout fashion a couple times in the past. You can't be doing that. Someone here with the name Chiefs fan. Hey, Chiefs fan, what's your name?
My name's Derek.
Derek,
How's it
what's up,
going?
Derek? What's
Yeah,
on your mind?
man. I think the overreaction to Butker is unwarranted. I think people need to give him a little bit of a break. I mean, he's won us a decent amount of games. I mean, I understand the frustration, but I think people need to have a little bit of perspective in the whole thing of it, So,
Well, I do agree, and I said this 2 weeks ago. The guy's won you massive. He's either won or tied the game in huge playoff games. Super Bowl 57, Super Bowl 58, the 13-second game, the AFC Championship revenge on the Bengals. I know there's another playoff game I might be forgetting. He had the game winner last year against the Bengals and walk-off. I agree. He's had a lot of big ones, but you can't. I don't know how much you can really go off the resume because we have 6 games. That's a really big sample size, don't you think?
yeah, I mean, the first kick today was certainly concerning. I think he's just like in his head right now because of all the backlash, but hopefully he can get back on track. I mean, he made the majority of his kicks, so hopefully he can, get us back on track here. So,
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for the call and thanks for the perspective there. Listen, I'm hoping he can recover. I've been saying for a long time, I think he will. My confidence level in him is certainly low right now. I mean, listen, who has all the confidence in the world that Butker's going to improve? I don't know a lot of people that feel that way. That to me, I mean, it's just they're replaying the fight again, dude. He just like straight up gave Mahomes a gold shoulder and then socks Juju. Like, come on, man. I just feel like the Chiefs are going to be involved in a lot of close games, and in the past, I would watch Harrison Butker and I'd say, yeah, he's going to make this field goal. Right now, like, let me tell you this. If the Chiefs are down by 2 or 1 and there's 3 seconds left, dude, I don't care how close or how far the kick is. I am going to be nervous watching that one. How can you not be right now? And I'm not saying this to be negative against Butker because, again, this guy's done a lot for you. I agree with the caller. He's done so much for this team, but it's beyond a concern. It's an issue. Josiah says, where was Thornton tonight? I mean, he was on the field for sure, but just was not targeted in this game. So that certainly, listen, he was targeted in the second half of last week's game, but did not have a catch. Was not targeted at all in this game. And maybe it was a situation where the Lions defense, they just maybe zeroed in on him more, and that allowed opportunities for other players. Maybe, I don't know. I think that might have played a big hand in him not, and I'll have to go and rewatch the game, but I think that played a big hand in him not getting involved much. That happened when Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, when they were in their primes. There were games where Travis Kelce was covered closely, double teamed, sometimes even triple teamed throughout a game, and that opened the door for Tyreek Hill. And then it was the other way around, where Tyreek Hill was closely covered all game long, and then that would open the door for Travis Kelce or Sammy Watkins, McCole Hardman, Demarcus Robinson, Byron Pringle. So sometimes, listen, when Rice comes back, you got a lot of guys. Not everyone can eat. Not everyone can eat the same amount of food here. So for example, this upcoming game, Rice is, I'm just giving you an example here. Let's say Rice has a big game, okay? Worthy and Hollywood and Juju, they get involved a little bit. And then in the next game, Worthy has the best game, and Rice is quiet. Hollywood and Juju get involved a little bit. Thornton gets involved a little bit. Then the next game, the game after, maybe it's Jalen Royals who has the best game, and the other guys are either mediocre or have a quiet day, statistically speaking. Listen, just because someone statistically did not have a good day in the wide receiver room for the Chiefs doesn't necessarily mean they had a bad day. It's just maybe the defense put all their focus and attention on that player, and that allowed the Chiefs to do more offensively with the other pass catchers. When Rice comes back and plays that first game next week, I'm eager to see the entire game, how the passing game looks, because you can't double team everyone. You just can't. You're not winning a lot of these battles here. So, you know, Mahomes can look to his right. He'll have Rice. He'll have Kelce, maybe Thornton, and then looks to his left. Hollywood, Juju, Thornton. I know I gave you 6 pass catchers there, but you get the idea. I mean, that is how many weapons does Mahomes have? And Brashard Smith is gradually getting involved more and more each game on the offensive side of the football, and more so in the passing department, not in the rushing department. Because how many runs did Brashard Smith have in this game? He didn't have any, but he was targeted 4 times, caught 3 passes for 21 yards, and a lot of them were on short passes, quick passes. I remember one of them was on a bubble screen. The Chiefs ran 2 of those in a row, just on opposite directions, to get the offense going, and that allowed them to get their last touchdown of the game. So you're seeing a lot of guys just get more and more involved with this offense. Not everyone's going to be, again, I know some of you guys, I see it in the comments, mentioning Jalen Royals. He's yet to get targeted in a game this year. I trust Royals will get going. I thought it was going to happen by now, but I think with Rice coming back, that will open up the door for guys who are near the bottom of the depth chart, like a Nico Remigio or a Jalen Royals. They might have one breakout game at some point this year. I just think they're stacked across the board with the wide receiver room. And look, we got to thank the football gods, because this has been advertised for more than a year. The wide receiver trio of Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, and Rashee Rice, we're finally going to get it. Oh, and by the way, Tyquan Thornton, he's grown a lot this year, so he's going to be part of your offense. Travis Kelce is playing better this year than he was last year, and I think that's because having Hollywood, a healthy Hollywood, that helps a lot. Having Thornton with his emergence, that also helps a lot. Worthy's return also helps. I mean, there are a lot of things going well for Kansas City's offense, and there are a lot of players that defenses have to account for Kansas City now. And I would even argue that could maybe even help improve the running game a little bit more. Look, again, you can't give everyone 5 to 10 touches and hope they all thrive and have big numbers. It's just not going to work unless you're running a play every 20 seconds, which is just realistically, that's impossible. You just don't see offenses do that. You might even wear out your own offense by doing that. So I feel like this Chiefs team, they're out there, they're making all these plays offensively speaking, and we're seeing, I just told you the numbers. The last 3 games, the offense is averaging more than 31 points per game since Worthy got back. Now let's see how much that improves with Rice coming back. And look, I'm just looking at Kansas City's schedule right now. Kansas City's schedule is not bad at all. They got through the toughest part of their schedule. And it would have been nice if Rice was a part of the offense for the first 6 games, especially against Philadelphia, LA, the games they lost, essentially, Jacksonville. Although I don't think outside of that one play, not to diminish it, the pick 6, I thought the offense played great, putting up 28 points on the road. Should have been more, but they also fumbled at the 1 on 4th and goal. So let's not forget about that either. Listen, you've got the Raiders, you've got the Commanders, who aren't really playing as well as I thought they would this year. Both quarterbacks from last year, the 2 rookies from last year, Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels, not necessarily lining it up this year like we thought. You have Buffalo. That's going to be the big one. Everyone has their opinions about what kind of a team Buffalo really is. So I guess we'll see when the time comes. But after the bye week, you have Denver. Their offense is certainly in question. You have Indianapolis, probably the surprise of the season so far. You've got Dallas, a very inconsistent team, and a defense that I don't think can handle this Chiefs team. Houston has surprisingly gotten off to a slow start this year. They'll play the Chargers, and we'll see where the Chargers are with their offensive line on December the 14th. But right now, they are slipping in the division. Then after that, you got the Titans. The Raiders took care of the Titans. It wasn't easy, but they still won that game. Like a lot of people are beating the Titans. Then you finish the last 2 games against Denver on Christmas and on the road in Vegas, where you're undefeated, including a Super Bowl win. So that definitely helps Kansas City with everything moving forward. Rice coming back, that helps a lot. And then the rest of the team, I mean, this is going to be a really good football team moving forward, I feel like. So I'm excited to what is going on in the comments? What is happening here? Let's go to Instagram. Let's see if that's a little more civil here. Yeah, I think we got some civil comments here. The Chief Girl says, I'm a fan of Rashard Smith. I am too. And again, he's getting more and more involved, and I think that's helping the Chiefs for sure. Corey Jr. says, even Mahomes can run through the middle wide open. He's not afraid of contact. And listen, I keep saying, I understand what happened several years ago with the quarterback sneak and all, but did you not see that hit Mahomes took trying to reach for that first down on 3rd and long when he was running himself? Did you not see that effort? The hits he took? That's more brutal than what he could get on a QB sneak. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. Skig for KZ. When Mahomes scored on that rush TD, he flexed on Branch. Maybe he was salty since the first half. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, you're right. That is certainly salty for sure. Certainly salty. KC must win next Sunday against the pesky Raiders at home. Are the Raiders pesky? I really like Thornton and Brown and Worthy. I'm so glad that Sky Moore is gone. Dude, the last time the Chiefs played the Lions, it was week 1 of the 2023 season. Who were your wide receivers? Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Rashee Rice was a rookie. That was his NFL debut. Dude, the Chiefs have a way better receiving room now than they did 2 years ago. Obviously, 2 years ago was when they had the drops. So you can only go up from there, right? And I think the Chiefs showed improvement even without Rice and Hollywood for the majority of last season, because you didn't have a lot of those drops last year. And now this wide receiver room is in a whole nother galaxy compared to 2 years ago. And Rice is coming back. Good luck to defenses. What about having a Riza kick? I mean, listen, punters just focus on punting. So I don't listen. He doesn't have a lot of experience with kicking, so I don't know if we really want to cross that bridge. Because then who would hold for Ariza? It would be someone that has not spent any time holding for the Chiefs in games or in practices. So that would be a really big concern there. I'll put this out there. I would not be opposed if the Chiefs just decided to go for 2 sometimes. The whole team played well tonight on offense, defense, and special teams. Outside of the missed PAT and the first 2 defensive drives, I agree with that. Team is looking very 2022, how they move the ball. I agree with this. K.E. Heinger. Last year, I thought the Chiefs offense, obviously before all the injuries, I thought they were going to look like the 2018 offense. We didn't get that because of the injuries. I do agree that ever since Worthy's come back, this has looked a lot like the 2022 offense, where you don't have a clear-cut standout wide receiver on the team. You just don't have that. Or didn't have that in 2022. That was the first year without Tyreek Hill. And I think you're seeing that now. And I think the bigger difference is Rice and Worthy are 2 guys. And Worthy's kind of statistically gotten off to, what was Worthy's stat line in this game? 2 catches for 20 yards. Okay. And again, like I said earlier, not everyone can get big numbers. Kelsey had 6 for 78. He was the leading receiver in this entire game for both teams. Juju had 3 for 57. Hollywood 4 of 45. Gray 2 of 25. Worthy 2 of 20. Smith 3 of 21. So again, not everyone can have 6 catches anywhere from 70 to 100 yards. That's not realistic. But you're going to get a lot of guys contributing. Some might contribute a little bit statistically. Some will contribute in a bigger manner. And that's okay. That's going to be the style of this offense moving forward. Rashee Rice is back. The Chiefs are 3-3, and I think we've got a lot of wins coming Kansas City's way. I appreciate all of your guys' comments here tonight on the podcast, and for all of you who called in, appreciate all of you guys as well. My name is Farzin Vasugian. If you miss any part of this live stream, it's about to be archived on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Unfortunately, Instagram does not archive live streams. So if you're on IG, check it out on our other social media. It's also going to be available soon on Apple and Spotify. If you guys enjoyed this, please, if you haven't done so already, give it a like. It really does help us out a lot. It also helps us out when you share these, pushing us out there in the algorithm. That really does help us out. And please don't be afraid to do that for some of our other content. Liking, commenting, sharing, all of that stuff really does help. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@thechiefszone. We're continuing to get more and more numbers on our YouTube, which has a low volume of numbers because it's much more newer. So I really do appreciate everyone that is subscribing to the YouTube channel. So greatly appreciate all of you guys calling in the chat room. You guys delivered today. I've criticized you guys because you guys are more vocal after a loss than a win. But tonight, we got a lot of people. So I listen, it's a Sunday night. Got a little feisty in the end there, but I think everyone's feeling good. Hopefully Juju's all right. Hopefully things are okay with Josh Simmons, as he is expected to be back soon with the Chiefs. And let me remind you once again, Rashee Rice is back. My name is Farzin Vasugian. Thank you all again for listening and tuning in live. I will talk to you all Monday night, 6 p.m. Central Time. Talk more about this game and look ahead to the Raiders. Take care.